Hello, everybody. Yesterday was the last day of class officially, but you still have a little bit of time to submit your final work. Everything was due yesterday, so you want to get started submitting your drafts so you have a little bit of time to fix things, perhaps go to the writing center and get some extra help, right? In the last post I made here, I explained to you how the grades are going to be calculated, right? And I didn't take that out of the hat. That was something that was communicated to you via the syllabus and amply discussed by me towards the beginning of the semester, right? Um, what I am going to do right now is I'm going to give you a simulation of how things would work, right? So let's imagine here for a second that student X, right, using the same grid, right, that student X got the following grades, right, out of the three major assignments, the oral history, SA2, for English 24, that's called anthropology project, right? And then for the final project. So the student got the following grades for the oral history: 58, 75, and 91. Guess what? I am going to take the highest grade of all drafts, right? So the student got a 91 for the highest grade. I'm going to convert that to 20%, which I'm going to cheat. It's the same as dividing by 5. So 91 divided by 5. Okay, so that makes it an 18.2. So the student got an 18.2 out of 20. And for SA2, you guessed it right. I'm going to take the 82, the 85%. So I'm going to do 85 divided by 5 again because it's worth 20%. Google, that's 17, sorry. So for SA2, that's a 17%. So 17 out of 20. And for the final, I'm going to do the same thing. It's 20% of the final grade, which was a 91, which is again 18.2, right? Okay, so 18.2. I don't know why I expected a different result, but that's another discussion. Okay, so so far, this student has, let's calculate, 35, 63, right? Yeah, the student is failing. She or he is at a 63, right? But there are more grades. Here is the part that's going to be really nice. Of all progress reports, right, which were worth 10 points, I am going to take the highest grade, right? Doesn't matter if one of them was a 0, the highest grade. And in this case, I'm going to divide it by 10. It's going to give us a 9.2 out of 10. And the same thing for the reaction papers. As you can see here, the highest grade is a 93. So that's 9.3 points. So far, the student is now at 70, 80. The student is already at a B minus, I believe. Now, this part is a little more complicated. The online participation grade, right? This student did not do an artifact presentation. The student or the group did not submit it. So the student is going to get a big fat 0 for this, missing out on 5 points, right? The student is also going to miss out on 5 points because he or she did not do the moderator of moderating of a discussion. The student was not a discussion leader and did not post a summary, right? You can get up to 5 points. Like if you, for example, if you don't do the summary, but you monitor the discussion and you post the question, you can get 2 or 3 points for that. So in this case, the student got 0, right? So as nice as I can try to be, there was still nothing I could do because the student didn't produce anything. Of all the forum entries, I'm going to take the top 3 grades and average them. So what I have here is 100, 90, and 80. So 270, divided by 3, which is 90, right? 270 divided by 3, which is 90. Okay, so the average here was a 90. So 90% will give it 9 points for this student. So this student could have done a lot better, but let's calculate. 9, 18, 27.5. Yeah, 27.5. 1, 2, 3, 27.5. Then 30, yeah, 27.5, 35.7, then 52.7, then I'm getting tired. 52.7 plus 18.2 plus. That's it. This is it. That's all the student got. The student got a 70. There must be something wrong. Let's check it out again. Maybe we did a mistake. So it's 9 points here, right? 9 plus 9.3 plus 9.2 plus 18.2 plus, I'm going to do it 18.2, 9.2 plus 18.2 plus 17 plus 18.2 again. And that's all the student got. Oh, let's see if this, Google, you're not helping. Oh, there's a plus here. Okay, so this student's final grade was an 80.9, which is a B minus, right? So guys, here's why I'm recording this. It breaks my heart that a student who got A's, an A minus for the final and an A minus for the oral history will wind up at this space with a B minus. An 80.9 is a B minus, right? Why is that? Because there are two categories here which the student is totally forfeiting. So what I can do for you, besides being as generous as I have been with everything else, what I can do for you is to allow you another chance. And the other chance is the following. Because we still have another week, right, before I finish, before I submit the grades. I'm going to submit the grades in about 5 days. If you have not submitted your artifact presentation and your discussion leading, right, go ahead and post it. Upload it to whole class discussion or to the class discussion so everybody else can see it, right? And email, CC me on the emails, email your classmates asking for participation. Because if they do participate and there is still some discussion for those two items within the last week or so, I can give the student a couple more points. Maybe I can give the student 3 points for the artifact presentation if it is indeed presented, and 2 points if there is some discussion. So now the student just went up to an 85, which becomes a B. It's a lot better than having a B minus, right? If the student was able to produce A minus level papers here, right? So this can hurt you, and I don't want you to get hurt with this, right? So this is my final message to you. Thank you very much.